Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Alex or AlexB. I kind of watch and react to and try to, I guess, debunk or at least think a little bit more openly about things that I see in scary videos. The last video I did, which was my first video, actually has done quite well over the last few days, so I figured, you know, let me keep that momentum going. I watch scary videos all day, every day anyway, so might as well do something with it. And in the last video, I said I wanted to kind of go back to some older Nukes content. However, Sir Spooks just dropped another video, and I do quite enjoy Sir Spooks. I also quite enjoy watching Depths of Despair, which you'll see on my screen as well. But we're not going to do that, so I figured let's hop over into the Sir Spooks video, let's have a watch, have a look and see, and then let's kind of react to some of the things that we do look and see. I'll try and debunk some stuff if I can. I mean, I'm kind of just having a good time with this, so let's hop in and have a look at top 10 scary videos that will haunt you. That took a long time.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 10 scary videos.
Also,
but before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. This first video comes to us from a Reddit user known as TofuPhoto, who uploaded the clip to the wildly popular Ghost subreddit, and has been the talk of the community ever since its upload date. The footage was filmed at the haunted Edinburg Manor located in Iowa. The manor has served various purposes throughout its history, including as a poor farm, a mental institution, and a retirement home.
We teach you French.
The upload of the video says that he'd investigated the manor several times in the past, but didn't make any interesting discoveries. However, that all changed this one particular night. The uploader explains that the manor has a safe house out back, as well as a nice kitchen and bathroom. On the second night of him exploring the manor, he set up security-style cameras, set to record all night, before he proceeded to leave the manor and go back to his actual house to get some sleep. This is what was captured on camera overnight.
It looks like the volume's clipping, so I'm putting it down a bit. That's not it, right?
Creepy, right? All of a sudden, the silence of the manor is broken by some kind of terrifying chorus of voices that both sound extremely close by and yet so far away at the same time. I can't imagine how freaky it must have been to watch this video back for the uploader, with his safety probably feeling like it had been
Okay, so we're starting with one of these. My favorite. You have a random camera with night vision on in a random room in a big, kind of scary mansion. And all of a sudden there's a couple of voices screaming. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about it. It's probably just a group of people, probably people they're exploring with. It's kind of hard to debunk because there's nothing to see visibly, but it just, to me, just sounds like a couple of people freaking themselves out in another room, to be honest. Maybe they forgot that they had the camera recording and they got freaked out while exploring in another room. Who knows? Either way, whatever.
Completely stripped away from him. Edinburg Manor was initially intended to be the county seat of Jones County, but was repurposed into a poor farm, where over 150 individuals, including the poor, disabled, and elderly, perished under grim conditions. The manor, operational from 1911 to 2010, has gained notoriety as one of the most haunted places in the USA. Ghost sightings, EVP recordings, and paranormal occurrences abound, with specific spirits identified on each floor. Today,
if you want me to start having a look at like researching kind of areas that we see in some of these videos, like say the Edinburgh manor house in Iowa. If you want me to have a look at like some ghost hunts that they've done, what I may look at doing is I may start doing like top 10 like things that happen in a certain place. Let me know down in the comments if that's something that may interest you.
The manor offers ghost tours and overnight stays, inviting daring visitors to explore its eerie past and encounter its resident spirits. Since this video is only 2 weeks old at this point, there still isn't any kind of explanation or answer as to what exactly happened, but one can only hope that one day we'll get one. A Reddit user known as OKAssistance5385 posted to the aforementioned ghost subreddit and uploaded a clip that was taken.
I'm away at work and my wife sends me this. She is spooked by it. The office light turns on and then off, and then looks like the camera catches some movement. I'm puzzled and have no clue how the light would go on and off like that. Anyone have some type of explanation?
From his home
First thing that I do need to say is every time I see like a low down camera like this, like a home CCTV camera that's like on a table, I kind of by default kind of think why. Usually they put up top so that, you know, if someone's breaking into your house, they can't just cut the cables or easily spray it. So by default, I'm already skeptical of this.
Through the camera, asking for some theories. He writes that when he was away at work, his wife texted him the following piece of security camera footage, saying that she was incredibly spooked by it. After watching the video, it's not hard to see why. Take a look.
I could have jumped the gun, we'll see. It could be good. Also, I don't specifically see any other cameras anywhere. There's a bit of shadow movement. It looks like the camera's just re-exposing, to be honest.
As you can see, the office light turns on and off, and then it looks as though the camera catches some kind of movement. The uploader says that he's complete.
So, from what I can see, that's the camera's probably picked up the lights that's going off and on and then recentered, because the camera adjusts to the center with the room over here in center of frame. And I think what may have happened out of the, you know, the crux of things, I think what happened is the camera just kind of started re-exposing for the light, because it's all auto exposure, and then the light went off and the camera kind of tried to resettle itself. So that's what I think happened. Once again, it's the light switch is inside the room. It's at a real crazy angle where you just see a tiny corner of the room. Like it's possibly maybe just someone in the room putting the light off and on. There's no audio with it either, so
completely puzzled and has absolutely no idea how something like this could have happened, and is hoping that a viewer will be able to help him figure it out. So what do you guys think is going on in this creepy video? Do you think there's a paranormal entity lurking around in this guy's house, flicking light switches around? If so, then why? Be sure to let me know any and all of your theories down in the comment section below.
I don't want to make
this video was posted to YouTube by a user named ViviHurtado72 and was filmed inside of a seemingly ordinary hospital located somewhere in Manzanillo, a city in Mexico. In the video, we watch as the uploader walks around the hospital with seemingly nothing amiss. At one point, he then wanders into a room before turning around to explore a little bit more. He then starts to head down one particular corridor, but it's right about here in which this seemingly normal and mundane video turns into something terrifying, to say the least. Have a look.
I'm wondering if this is not one of those videos where like the doctors know of like a haunted passage or something. I always ask myself like why they're recording. Let's have a look. It's just Darth Vader, bro. Listen to that breathing. Hello.
If you look just carefully enough, you can see a creepy face peeking out from the right-hand side of the screen in the second half of the video.
Definitely
who this face belongs to, or if it's even human at all, is yet to be determined.
So like, what you have to ask yourself is, firstly, why is this doctor filming randomly in the hospital in a wing that's empty? Why are they walking specifically to a place? So, like, it's very intentional, right?
This video was posted to YouTube by a user named ViviHurtado72 and was filmed inside of a seemingly ordinary hospital.
So you can see they walk down the passageway going somewhere specific, right? And then they stop at this entrance.
As the uploader walks around the hospital with seemingly nothing amiss. At one point, he then wanders into a room before turning around to explore a little bit more. He then starts to head down one particular corridor, but it's right about here in which...
Because, like, you don't hear anything. There's no audio cue for him to wait in this room. So why did he stay in this room specifically, whereas the previous room that looked the same just went straight past?
This seemingly normal and mundane video turns into something terrifying, to say the least. Have a look.
See, straight past the first one, right? Doesn't even look right. Straight into the left room. And wait, hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Put a little bacon on it. Who's that right over there? Well, I definitely got a bit of a coffee ground in that last one. So there's something there already, right? It's already there. Camera just conveniently looks off to the side, doesn't look on the right hand side, and then oh! And just goes a little bit further forward to see it. I think it's something on this table here on the right. It's like a it's not a table, it's one of those walkers, isn't it? But yeah. Yeah, I think that's it's a little bit planned, Sir Spooks. Wow, I'm really pessimistic about this stuff.
Reddit user OddCry1315 posted this extremely fascinating video to the popular UFO subreddit. The video in question is footage of a flying saucer hovering right over Iraq sometime in 2008. The uploader says in the title of the video that the footage was leaked by the US Drone Control Center.
Roger. Is it Hummers or is it LEDs?
After watching this very interesting piece of footage, one might want to know if there's a bit more to the story, and as it turns out, thanks to one commenter who found a post by the OP on Twitter, there is. Here's the OP statement. Quote, "Hi there, so this is a video from my camera while I was deployed, viewed through a thermal night vision display out of an LAV-25 in the gunner's seat. This video was taken at night, I don't recall the exact time. I noticed the object from a low altitude, slowly rising. It seemed much different than any fixed wing or rotary wing aircraft, so I started to take a video. I did cut the video short, but I continued to observe it rising much higher until it completely disappeared from sight. While in Iraq, this was the only video like this that I captured. I was also deployed to Afghanistan in Helmand province in 2010. While on a night patrol to our direct south, we all observed something hovering with left to right movement, emitting multiple colors. It was behaving much differently than anything we were used to seeing. Additionally, there shouldn't have been anything south of us at that time. The object was about 500 meters out and 200 meters off the ground."
This is one of those clips where I'm like, yeah, okay, cool.
And we all agreed on what we had seen. I wish I could have taken a video of that incident. End quote.
Like, it's It's 14 years after this was filmed, right? 14, 15 years. Why now? I don't know.
So what do you guys think of this video? Do you think that this footage actually shows a flying saucer hovering over Iraq? If so, how is it possible that this video hasn't completely blown up on the internet? If it turns out to be real, then it probably will any day now.
Like, I want to go into the fact that like the color density and everything looks different, or like the light density and stuff looks different, but like I don't know enough about that stuff to have an accurate conversation, and I'm not gonna put that stuff on the internet when I don't know enough, because I don't know if you've noticed, but YouTube comment sections get rough if you get something wrong. So let's go past it. The truth is out there, apparently.
The folks behind the paranormal investigation YouTube channel Project Paranormal AC posted a truly spooky video to their channel in the beginning of January 2023, which sees the group wandering around some kind of an abandoned building in the middle of the night. At the start of the video, we watch as the group is examining a window inside the place that looks as if it got shot by some kind of gun many years ago. Already, this place is a bit creepy. Then, just as you thought things couldn't get any creepier, the camera pans up and just in the blink of an eye, something appears that will send shivers down your spine. Watch this.
Okay. That's a bullet hole. Yeah. Well, it looks like, or a rock, but I think a bullet hole would.
It's like a bullet, yeah.
Well, because I think a rock would just shatter the whole thing. It's not fast enough.
Right.
Well, because I think a rock would just shatter the whole thing. It's not fast enough.
Right.
So like the filmer saw it, right? The person filming definitely saw it because you can see the camera angle goes to whoop. Like there's a quick reaction to focus on the window, and they don't say anything about it. So do with it what you will.
Did you see it? Very quickly, some kind of a shadow figure can be seen before disappearing just as fast. It's one of those videos where you have to see it immediately before it's too late. What do you guys think was in that room? Was there some shadow figure looming in the area? If so, then what was it?
It's another one of those like, man, are these guys all just posting content which you can't really talk much about? Like this is a room with the light on in the background, like shining directly at the window, so you get a perfect silhouette or shadow, and it's probably just a mate helping across work.
Doing. Be sure to leave any theories you guys may have in the comment section down below. A TikTok user known as Briscoe Park uploaded this extremely strange piece of footage to his account on November 16th, 2023 that has been freaking people out ever since, and for good reason. In the video, Briscoe Park is shown to be outside in the middle of the night while kayaking around a swamp. Now, exactly which swamp and why he was out doing this in the first place is seemingly not known. Regardless, we see footage of him floating around, but it's instantly in which we find out why Briscoe Park is so freaked out and decided to start filming in the first place. Have a look.
Dude, I would not be out there in the night, dude. Oh, it's got a headlamp on here. I was wondering what the shadow was. Is that music? It's a church.
All around, there seems to be a chorus of church bells ringing in the surrounding area, much to the terror of the uploader. While it is
So noise travels interestingly is the correct word, I think. Noise travels differently at night, right? Or differently when it's quiet. But in a bayou kind of dense forest, noise isn't going to travel that far. I don't know. Audio quality like of the church bell sounds really good. It could just be an overdub. If not, that'd terrify the crap out of me.
Isn't necessarily a scary sound, The thought of being all alone in a swamp late at night before suddenly hearing this would be enough to give anybody nightmares. Thankfully, it seems as though Briscoe Park was able to leave the area and get out of there safely, but it certainly makes you wonder what could have happened to him if he didn't decide to leave. This 2-hour documentary created by Matt Benson of Devil's Hour Productions shows himself and 3 other paranormal researchers and YouTubers, Joe Vitale, Bill Cook and Eric Connor, documenting the paranormal claims of the former Arnold family farmhouse built in 1736, now known as the Harrisville Farmhouse, and the inspiration for the well-known movie The Conjuring. From the moment the group wanders around,
As long as we don't have those 2 people who work there tapping their or clicking their toe sockets or whatever, and I'm fine.
and steps foot inside the house, it is crystal clear that the place is extremely eerie and unnerving. There's a certain aura to it that's very uncomfortable feeling. But for the first little while at least, we see some of the terrifying footage captured by the former caretaker John Huntington. Take a look at this eerie piece of footage.
That's the wall here. Oh, never mind.
I hear you out there. Thought I saw it move a little bit.
A lot of rumble audio for some reason.
Holy. Scary.
About a minute later in the video, John is in the downstairs main area of the house when he hears something that chills his blood cold.
Heard some knocking and banging down when I walked through a minute ago. So I thought I'd just grab my camera. There's a car going by. Hello? Goosebumps.
It sounds like one of those
Just
those like Debunk or whatever you call those things, those ghost apps that they use.
when John thought that things surely couldn't get any creepier,
Yeah.
he experiences a string of events unfold right before his very eyes.
The intense rumble audio for why?
Alright, I'm just gonna ask who was here with us.
Which book falls, right? This book over here falls. Yeah, okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna ask who was here with us, because this is crazy.
Camera angle just perfectly set up
Alright,
for
you
the
ready, guys?
background.
Oh, it's full. Okay, let me delete that one. Okay, recording. Who is here with us?
I mean, sure, but that tells you what you need to know, right?
Did I just say? Did I just hear what I think I heard? I went slow, so it sounds funny. Oh, something's not happy, guys. Something is not happy.
There's also a shot that was recorded on a stationary camera that shows one of the doors in the house opening at random. Now we'll switch over to some
Ghost hunters, you guys out there making compelling did you see it content on the internet, please stop doing like door opens as definitive proof. You can add it in as like something cool that happened or whatever, but we need to really stop referring to it as definitive proof, especially when you've got some obscure angle and the doors opening over there. Please.
footage that was shot by Matt Benson and his group of paranormal investigators. All that I'll say about this next piece of footage that was recorded is that if you have a fear of rocking chairs, then you may want to reconsider finishing this video, or else you might find yourself having a sleepless night. Take a look at what happens when, in the middle of the night, the group is exploring this bedroom only to be greeted by this unwelcome sight.
At 10:12 p.m., the Heisen family's DVR system captured the rocking chair move on its own. On its own.
Yeah, so obviously we can't see what's on the floor there. So as we know, rocking chairs have little round feet thingy that go on the floor and it rocks like that, right? We can't see what's on the floor. To me, it looks like Uncle Man's over here makes a bit of a weird step. So he puts his left foot down and then he does something like almost like an upstep with his right foot. It could just be that he noticed the rocking chair moving. Once again, like, I don't know if I can believe something like this. I mean, I don't even know where this wire is going. I know nothing. I think this wire is going into that room, but that's whatever. This is that kind of footage, like, it's an old house. It's got old big wooden floorboards. It's entirely possible that, like, there's just some rotted wood.
The Heisen family's DVR system captured the rocking chair move on its own.
Again. Like, it feels like he has a heavy left step when the chair starts, at like just before the chair rocks. It doesn't explain it rocking that much, but it's... Watch his left step. And his right step is weird as well. I don't know, if it just feels like he's not stepping naturally. I am obviously trying to find stuff, like, to discredit this a little bit, but yeah. Watch your steps. It feels a bit unnatural to me. What's up, Pippin? Come say hello to the video. Come. Come. Up you go. A little bit more. Say hello to the camera. Yes. It's Pippin Town. It's Pippin Town. Yes. Watch Pippin Town. Okay, but I'm busy. I'm gonna give you some stuff now to play with, okay? Some toys. Good girl.
About an hour later in the video, we see camera footage of another part of the house, which seems to suggest that despite being dead, ghosts still like to play sports too.
Yeah.
For the sake of one's mental and emotional well-being, it's best
Where does the ball start? Up there, right?
to heed the warnings and steer clear of the real-life conjuring house, leaving its mysteries undisturbed in the shadows where they belong. These were only some of the terrifying...
That's like another one of those ones that, like, what do you even say about it? If it's a table tennis ball, for example, you could just use wind, so you can use hairdryers or flows of air or whatever to kind of make it move weirdly. Whatever, I'm probably jumping too much.
things Devil's Hour Productions managed to capture at the real conjuring house. So I'd suggest checking out the rest of the video too.
Oh no!
A video that was published to YouTube Shorts by a user known as Lyhem2040 is freaking people out all across the internet and is giving people a newfound fear of hospitals. The The video starts off with a guy talking to one of presumably his co-workers in the middle of an overnight shift. The group of workers can be seen chatting it up and laughing, but those laughs are cut abruptly short when out of nowhere this happens.
A las 3 de la mañana, cabrón. Mírala, jugando memes como siempre. Chica, no mames, no mames, mira esa madre. No mames. ¿Qué verga es eso, güey?
A little
Shit. I mean, I mistimed that. Come on, dudes. Firstly, why is it always like 280p resolution? It's like freaking 2024, bro. Like, even people's watches can record better quality than this. Also, you're in a hospital, right? There's patients, there's children, there's whatever. If you see someone walking past in the distance, like, it's not like you're in an abandoned building and there's not supposed to be someone there. Get up and go have a look. Like, you're male orderlies, dude. Go do your job.
ghost girl can be seen at the end of the hallway, and then afterwards, something else can be seen moving. As for what exactly it is that was moving at the end there, is anybody's guess.
What is that?
Did the cameraman manage to capture a real
It's dark enough to just look like something on like a gurney or something, or like on like something with little wheels or casters.
ghost on camera, or was this whole thing staged?
The second thing, Loki looks like a person just like being dragged. Like I feel like that would have made this cooler to watch.
In order to get some easy views. If you guys have any theories as for what happened in this video, did the cameraman manage to capture a real ghost on camera, or was this whole thing staged in order to get some easy views? If you guys have any
Jugando memes como siempre. Chica, no mames, mira esa madre.
Next.
This next video seems to have been taken from an old TV show. The narrator explains that in Greenville, South Carolina, several strange lights appeared in the night sky, but one woman named Gina Jones proceeded to pull out her video camera and record
80s.
one of the most fascinating videos you'll see in a long time. However, not only did she capture something interesting in the sky, she also managed to record something extremely odd in the window near where she was videotaping. Take a look and see.
There was one point in time where they were in a form of what looked like maybe a check mark, and that's when the airplane had flown through. And you can notice in the videotape that right before the airplane flies through is when they're in the formation of a check. And as soon as the camera goes back to the lights, they're scattered.
That's cool.
And that was for a split second when whatever it was went scurrying across the windowsill.
This video's left people wondering whether or not Gina ended up recording a ghost who was lurking around in this window, or if it was an alien, which would certainly make some sense.
It just looks like a person, dude, like with dark hair. I'm pretty sure that...
Looking around in this window, or if it was an alien.
I'm pretty sure that that's just the face and eyes over there, and that's hair on the one side and hair on the other side.
Which would certainly make some sense,
I don't
seeing
know.
as how there were tons of strange lights in the sky at the moment the video was being filmed. What would
As my wife would tell you, I've been wrong before, many times.
you do if you ended up recording a video only to find out that there was something there that just doesn't belong? Surely it would be quite the terrifying experience. This next video was published to the highly popular High Strangeness subreddit, which is essentially one big collection of all sorts of photos, videos and stories relating to the paranormal, UFOs, ancient cultures, cryptozoology, anomalies, and other strange things.
That's what I'm here for.
The post was made by a user known as ApprehensivBag5355, who says that their niece has this clip of her friend's kids playing at a beach in QLD
Dude, the freeze frame, man, I was like, what is that little demon thing on the beach, bro?
Australia. But she only now noticed that there is something in the background that definitely should not have been there. Let's take a look.
Oh.
At around the 9-second mark of the video, if you look carefully, you'll be able to see some kind of a strange humanoid creature right behind the girl's right shoulder. Talk about spooky. One of the most terrifying things about this particular creature is that it appears to have 4 legs and is crawling around on them in the video, which a lot of commenters agree is absolutely terrifying. However, what exactly this bizarre humanoid creature is and what it was doing on this beach late at night is a complete mystery. Next time you find yourself on the beach...
That's cool. You know, I dig cryptids. Like, they're always a good vibe. But this kind of just reminds me of one of those clips where there's, you know, if you wanted to fake it, for example, you would just have a person just outside of the light range because your camera is going to expose or set the picture lightness or brightness. I don't know how to explain it to people who don't understand, but basically your camera is going to try and make the person in the front, the kid, have the best light on them, which means that anything that's dark in the background past the light fall off will just kind of look like a gray blob. So I mean, it's easy enough to do. It's cool either way. I dig this stuff.
Just keep an eye out just to be safe.
And dude, in fairness, it is Australia. Like Australia, anything can kill you there, bro.
And that was 10 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did...
Well, that was reacting to Scary Spooks' latest 10 scary videos that will haunt you video. Not exactly haunted, it's a lot of kind of the same stuff. Like I said about the nukes video, there seems to be a little bit of a shortage of content out there at the moment, so these guys are kind of clutching at straws a bit like what I'm doing right now. But that one clip, man, in that hospital got me in first. I definitely had a bit of a spook in that one, which was cool. But if you want me to react to any more kind of stuff, I guess, or as I said earlier, if you want me to kind of do compilations of people exploring certain places we see in these videos, like that Edinburg Mansion or whatever it was, let me know down in the comments. But I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.